welcome to another edition of In My Mailbox. In My Mailbox is started by Christy over at the Story Siren, so thank you, Christy. I'm rocking the Christmas hat because my daughter asked me to, so that's what's going on there. I hit up 2 library book sales over the past 2 weeks, and I have a lot of books to show, so I'm going to try not to talk too much about them so I can try and get through them all. There are a few I'm going to point out, though, for various reasons. And so, we're going to get started because I have lots. I got Never 18 by Megan Bostick. Middle grade fantasy book, The Star Shard by Frederick S. Durbin. Illuminate by Amy Agresti. That's totally not right, but I don't know how to say her last name right. Agresti? Agresti? I have no idea. I'm so sorry I butchered that name, but there's Illuminate. The Spring Suite by Sandra Mitchell. Mr. Des Blue-Eyed Girls. Hi, Mark. By Mary Downing Hahn. This is actually a book that I hadn't heard of before. It doesn't come out until April of next year, but it's a mystery set in the 50s. Basically, a girl from a small town, her body is found in the woods, and it kind of sends everyone in the town into a bit of a panic. It's based on something that actually happened, and it was something the author lived in the town, I believe, from my understanding. She knew the girl that died, and so I don't know how much of this book is fiction, how much is actually fact, but it sounded really good, and I love a good mystery, so there's that one. Enchanted by Alethea Contis. I hope that's right. There's my kitty. I gotta go this way. Ladies in Waiting by Laura L. Sullivan. The Wild Queen by Caroline Meyer. This is part of her Young Royals series. This one's about Mary, Queen of Scots, and I love this cover. Deadly Pink by Vivian Von Velde. I think that's right. This is another one I hadn't heard of before. It doesn't come out until July of next year. It's about a girl named Grace whose sister built some kind of like a virtual reality game, and she basically goes missing, or something happens and she runs away into the game, and Grace has to go in and get her sister out because she's the only one that can. And then this other one I haven't heard of either, Digit, She's Got Your Number. It doesn't come out until June of next year, and it's about a girl named Farah, who goes by Digit, who is in high school, and she's a hacker, and she hacks into like a eco-terrorist group, like it's like website or something, and finds out that they're plotting to do very bad things, and so she teams up with an FBI agent, and it's kind of what happens from there. Sounds like they go on the run, and people are trying to get her, and all that good stuff, so sounds like a fun like action-adventure book. Alright, I have 2 more piles. Mark, where's your body? Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hoke. I hope I said her last name right. This is the first in the is it the Tiger series? Tiger Curse series. I know that the 3rd one just came out, and there's a 2nd one, but this is the first one. It's the arc of the first one. Angel Burn by L.A. Witherly. Awaken by Katie Kavinsky. Brooklyn Burning by Stephen Breznoff. Hope I said that right. Ultraviolet by R.J. Anderson. Pregnant Pause by Han Nolan. Au Revoir, Crazy European Chick by Joe Schreiber. The Watch That Ends the Night by Alan Wolfe, and actually I just finished reading this one. It's a historical fiction book, obviously, about the Titanic. It's written in verse, which you can see there, and I would say it's a must read if you're a fan of any of the three things I just mentioned. Um, there are parts in this book that are very emotional. There are parts in this book that are very intense. Yeah, it's a very good book. It gets kind of a bit slow in the middle, but I really liked it, and my review for it will be up shortly. So look for that coming soon. Wherever You Go by Heather Davis. In the Forest of the Night by Kirsten Hamilton. This is the sequel to Tiger Tiger. Catching Jordan by Miranda Kennelly. Keenly? Not exactly sure, but I hope that's right. Alright, only one more pile to go. Here we go. And if you're wondering what's up with all the ARCs, my library here in town, for whatever reason, they don't keep their ARCs. Like, I don't know if the librarians are older. I'm not sure like why that is, but they sell a lot of them to obviously raise money to get new books. So that's what's up with all of that. I have no idea why my library over other people's gets so much stuff like that, but just goes to show you, hit up your library book sales. You never really know what you're going to find there. Mine's pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, like you never know. You could get totally lucky. There could be awesome stuff in there. So, the rest of these are not ARCs. They're used copies or library discharge copies and stuff like that. So, Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book. March by Geraldine Brooks, which this is a historical fiction novel. It's adult, and it's basically told from, it's like a retelling of Little Women, but told from Mr. March's point of view as he's off fighting in the Civil War. The White Queen by Philippa Gregory. I love Philippa Gregory, and I have not gotten to read, this is her War of the Roses series. This is the first book, and so I'm very excited to read it. Prophecy of the Sisters by Michelle Zink. Ruined by Paula Morris. The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. Catherine Fisher's Incarceran, which I don't love the inside of the cover, and I really want to read this. I've heard mixed things about it, but it looks good. I'd Tell You I Love You, But Then I'd Have to Kill You by Allie Carter. And I'm hoping this is the first one in the Gallagher series, so if you know it is or it isn't, please leave it in the comments so I know not to start it if it isn't the first book. I've been wanting to read those. I've heard they're really cute. Sarah Dessen's Just Listen. Diana Gabaldon, Outlander, which everyone and their mom that's a fan of time travel romance books has told me to read this book. And I like time travel, and I like some romance, so I'm going to give this one a go. Obviously, this is an adult series, but I've heard really good things about it. So, there's that one. Karen Marie Moaning, Dark Fever, which this is quite a scandalous cover. Let's just cover her up for all my teen readers. This is an adult series, which I'm pretty sure it's about fairies, if I'm correct. Again, this is another adult book series that I've heard people just rave about. And when I saw this one in there, I picked it up because I know it's the first one. So, the last book I got was an arc of Triangles by Ellen Hopkins, and this is her first adult book. Again, it's written in verse. So, there you go. That's all the books I got, and I can't wait to see what you guys all got in your mailboxes. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this whole video. I know it's really long, and that's it. So I will see y'all in another 2 weeks, and I'm sure I will not have as much to show you. So have a great weekend, everyone, and happy reading.